Good afternoon, Chelsea fans. Chels Daft it back with another video, and the story that has really gained momentum over the last 24 hours confirmed, as you can see here, by Fabrizio Romano, and let's face it, everybody of what's worth noting on social media, the guys over in Italy, the reporters, the journalists, those that are in the know. Chelsea have reached an agreement in the last couple of hours, approximately 2:50 this afternoon, 10-3 in old money, with Inter Milan, after talks between Chelsea and Inter and Marina Granovskaya and the owners at Inter, and a fee of around 115 million euros, which equates to around 97.5 million, a new transfer record for Chelsea, has been agreed to bring Romelu Lukaku back to Stamford Bridge. We're going to discuss what that means in this video. We're going to look at possible scenarios, how we think he's going to get on, and where I think he needs to improve because of what Thomas Tuchel is actually looking for. And without further ado, guys, big signing. Let's get cracking. First and foremost, welcome along people to the channel. If you've never been here before, welcome. Take a look around, subscribe, like this video as well for me. We're going to break it down. We try to be realistic. We try to just... I don't watch other people's channels at the moment. I'm not bothered about what they're putting out. I'm sure other people are doing the same as me at the moment. I'm just telling you how I feel as a Chelsea fan, but over 40 years a Chelsea fan. And I'll just try and get the message across. I try to be realistic. I'm not going to jump on the hype train. I'll just try and keep it as real as I did. I was accused of being negative with Haaland, saying he won't come. And look what's happened. He's not come. We've got Lukaku instead. And that's a surprise for me, I've got to be honest. Lukaku, I thought wouldn't go. I thought that his affiliation with Inter was solid. But I think the fact that Antonio Conte left has created a little chink in that particular relationship with him and Inter. And I just wonder, the fact that Chelsea have come calling, the law of coming back to try and prove himself at Chelsea. I know he's proved himself already elsewhere. He scores goals, but he never really got a fair crack of it first time round at Chelsea. I think from my recollection under AVB, I think he even played him out right wing on one stage when he come on as a substitute, I think at Norwich. That's what it was like for Lukaku at Chelsea. He just couldn't really get a foothold and get a good season underneath him. And he's got a point to prove. I'm sure in his mind, he's always had that in the back of his head. He'd love to prove a point and have another chance, another crack at Chelsea. And he's got it now. With Chelsea identifying him as the target. All the talk was Haaland. It's yet to be seen if that was 100% legitimate, if they did want Haaland first. But the fact is, they've gone out and got the deal done for Lukaku with Inter. It's expected to be formally announced either Monday or Tuesday, but £97.5 million, 115 million, plus possible add-ons is what's being reported. And it's a new Chelsea transfer record, beating the record that was set for signing Kai Havertz, as we know, last season. So Lukaku, how do we feel about the signing of Lukaku? I think it's a good signing. The guy scores goals. The guy's a real influence up front. The guy is strong. He's powerful. People are talking about the fact that Thomas Tuchel's looking for someone that can play with their back to goal, like the Giroud type, the Drogba type, the Costa type. Obviously Giroud, Costa, and then Drogba in that. That's the tree. Drogba was the top of the tree, followed by Costa, followed by Giroud, as far as playing that way goes. And Lukaku, Will is strong. He needs to use his strength a lot more for me. He needs to do much more in the air as well for me. That's my own personal opinion. I don't think he's good enough in the air. He needs to be really imposing and just become really authoritative. And I think looking at the way Man United played and his time at Man United, it didn't really work out for him. Everton was better for him. He looks a lot happier. There's an argument that obviously West Brom, the loan that he had at West Brom and he started scoring his goals in the Premier League, was what sort of set him on fire as far as the Premier League goals was concerned. But I just think this guy's got a real point to prove, and he's going to come to Chelsea determined to prove that point, and just to abolish, just get rid of any memory from his first time around the club. I say about Thomas Tuchel wants this forward that can play with his back to goal to link the play together. There is no doubt Lukaku can do that, and he's already proven that he can do it. He's already shown it in the Euros for Belgium. He's shown it wherever he's gone. But one thing is certain, that this guy will put the ball in the back of the net. Now, we're looking for someone to score 20 goals a season. We've not had that for God knows how long. We need somebody up front that can do that, that can support and supplement the likes of Werner as well, and Havertz, and link the play and make assists as well. And Lukaku can do that. He's someone that is a fantastic signing for me for this Chelsea squad, where we're at currently and what we can try and do going forward. And a lot of people are going to wonder, how will Lukaku fit in with Chelsea? Will it be the same formation, the two number 10s in behind the striker with the three at the back, two wing backs and two in midfield? If that changes, then will we see Timo Werner on the bench a lot more? Will we see him as a number 10 next to Havertz, maybe linking and floating around Lukaku? Will we see Chelsea adopt two men up front with one number 10 playing in behind? The good thing is that Lukaku coming slots into the way that we're playing at the moment, or the way we have played, the way we finished the season. I don't know if you know it, but we won the Champions League. But he also gives us flexibility to change and to play two up, to play a 4-3-3 system, four at the back, three-man midfield with two number 8s, for example, two wingers supporting Lukaku, and in that case, Timo Werner can play one side if he needs to. It's just, if you think about last season and Timo Werner and the criticism that he's received, which I think is unjust and unfair really, because everyone needs at least a season to bed in and just to calm themselves down and get used to the Premier League. We were so reliant on Timo Werner last season in a number of different positions. Primarily towards the end of the season, it was up front, but over the course of the season, it was playing out wide. It was playing as a number 10. It was trying to fill in and do a job. And he never really got settled into a single position, and we saw the best of him. Now, hopefully we'll get that this season, but there's now competition, real competition for a place to challenge him in the squad. And you have to imagine paying that amount of money for Lukaku, he's going to be the number 1. He will be the number 1. It's up to Werner. It's up to Tammy Abraham, if he's still here. Hopefully he will be, to fight for that position. If anything, Lukaku and Tammy Abraham for me are slightly similar in the fact that they don't do enough in the air. Obviously Lukaku's a much more muscular, a bigger frame, and does a lot better than Tammy at holding the ball up. Hopefully Tammy can feed off of Lukaku in training and try and develop that side of his game again if he stays here. But this signing Lukaku, a lot of people will probably wonder, why do we sell him in the first place? Why are we buying somebody back? We're buying somebody like Lukaku back because we need what he can give us. The link man, strength up front, someone that can turn the game on a sixpence and create something from nothing, and someone that can just use his brute force to bully defenders and to occupy defenders, to allow runs from deep for other people, for Havertz, for Mount, for Werner, for Ziyech, for Pulisic. He gives us that option, and it's an outstanding signing for me. And Lukaku will close the gap. He will help Chelsea close the gap to Man City and to Liverpool and to Man United, and we have to be now considered as title contenders. You have to say, the only thing missing last season was goals. This guy gives you goals. So I just wanted to do this video today, obviously because it's all breaking news. It's being formally announced next week, but Fabrizio Romano's confirmed here. Lukaku to Chelsea confirmed, and here we go. Agreement set to be completed after further talks. 115 million to Inter and no players included in a swap deal. Paperwork to be signed once details are fixed, which will be next week. Lukaku will sign a long-term contract for 12 million a season plus add-ons, and it's reported to be about 4-year contract. He's 28, he'll take him to the age of 32, 33. Great signing for Chelsea. So, enough from me, waffling on about Lukaku and everything else. What do you guys think of the signing? What do you think that he can give to Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea squad? And do you see how we can change the options that we've got with him now as part of our team? Let me know what you think in the comments section below. I love to read all of your opinions, so make sure you post your comments. Drop a like on this video for me as well. It then heightens the awareness in YouTube to put it out to more Chelsea fans out there. And then subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. But make sure you hit that bell for notifications so you're notified when my videos come out. Have a great weekend. As I say, this deal will be confirmed Monday or Tuesday. Have a good weekend. See you next time.